Hear that sustain? You hear that? Check that out. Alright, what's up, y'all? This is Joe, Trash Potatoes. I'm gonna rock another one of these videos. Before I get started, I wanted to say, first off, that if I sound a little janky, because that's the first time I ever had to use one of these microphones, I feel kind of silly with this fucking thing in front of my face. But it was suggested that I grab one of these, and I did, and I grabbed a cheap one. But I was told I sound a little echoey and whatnot. You can hear the guitar fine, but I sound like I'm down a hallway or whatever. So fuck it, I gave it a shot. So here we go with the mic. Number two, like that, the last video I did kind of blew up, man, and not like huge, but it got a lot more attention than I thought it would. Some of y'all subscribed, and a lot of people interacted, and all I can say is that blew me away. And I appreciate you guys. You ain't got to go the extra lengths. We're just, bullshitting about some metal, maybe bitching about some YouTube. You know what I mean? But again, thank you guys. That means the world to me. Okay, so I don't know if I'm gonna do a preset test on this one because I'm putting together an actual preset test video because I got kind of not a new, but I fixed my old sound system for my amp sim, so I just wanted to kind of put a collection together. And other than that, I got a couple things I wanted to talk about metal wise. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, dudes. One of the first things I wanted to talk about was something Charlie Benente said on as far as being filling in for drums on this Pantera reunion. Dude, I mean, first off, dude's got like a Van Halen tattoo on his arm, right? He says he gets a lot of hate for being in Pantera. You know what I mean? Which of course we all know. I mean, look, guys, I get it. Dime's gone. You know what I mean? We're never getting the dude back. We're never gonna get Pantera back. You know what I mean? It's just not gonna happen. Of course, obviously. But and I get it. I'm on. I see both sides. Excuse me. I see both sides. You know what I mean? I see the side of where like, people are just bent that they're still trying to do this deal even though the brothers are gone. I see people that are like, hey, I just want my kids to enjoy the experience. I want to go, celebrate with them because, I mean, it's like there's the biggest party of the year and you don't want to go. You know what I mean? It's a big party honoring your buddy. Put it that way. Like let's say it like that. Like this is a dude that's like your pal. You know what I mean? And he's no longer with us. And kind of like if you're into Pantera in your heart, that's kind of how it is. You know what I mean? Everybody felt close to that dude, even if you didn't know him. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing as like we're gonna throw a big show, a big party, and we're gonna celebrate. You know what I mean? We're gonna celebrate these dudes, and you're gonna sit in the corner and kind of just like piss and moan and be like, "That's not Pantera, dude. We all know it's not Pantera, dude." The people involved are saying it's not Pantera. Of course not, dude. I mean, but see, here's the problem with the power of the internet. We all have the power to express our opinions. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I'd probably say more than half of the population of the world is just fucking stupid. It's just plain and simple. They're just fucking dumb, dude. You know what I mean? And if you're like, hey, I don't see that, or I don't understand what you're trying to say, I kind of got some bad news for you. You know what I mean? But like, dude, we get it, dude. We get that there's no longer a Pantera. But if we can have some type of form, and I've said this in a previous video, that I hate to tell you guys, I get it. I know the brothers fucking formed Pantera, right? But Phil and Rex all four of them, even when the bros were still alive, they'll even say magic didn't happen without the four of them together. You know what I mean? And look what happened when Phil had to go through his issues and Pantera split in the first place. Look what happened. We got Damage Plan. Now, don't get me wrong, I really dig Damage Plan. You know what I mean? But is it Pantera? Fuck no, dude. It's not even close. It's still great music, don't get me wrong, but that's what happens when that dynamic's gone. Now they're not writing new music, as far as I know. That I mean, if as long as they called it something else, that's when I'd be like, quit. Don't use Pantera for that. You know what I mean? Or at least call it, Pantera's memory, something, something silly. But I mean, if they're just jamming the old tunes so that we can all rock out and celebrate, why the fuck not? I just don't get the bitterness. I understand it. I understand a lot of people. Oh, I'm not gonna go. I seen Pantera. I don't want to. You're not gonna taint it. It's not. It's not like it's this. These concerts are a paintbrush, and they're gonna paint over your old memories. And now it's this new one. You know what I mean? It's almost the definition of taint. You know what I mean? It's not gonna happen like that. What's gonna happen is you're gonna have those memories and these memories. You know what I mean? Like why? I don't get that. I don't get bitching. Like I said again, with the power of the fucking internet or fucking whatever, dude. I mean, just whatever. Well, those type of people. I hate to say this, dude. I really hate to say this, but being one of the biggest ones myself, dude. A lot of times, Pantera fans can fucking suck, dude. This dude. Look. Let's hear what he's saying, right? He's saying, he doesn't go looking for things online. There's people who send him negative comments, and he's like, why did you send me this? Why ruin my day? You know what I mean? I think all these people who make all these comments, I don't think they realize how much effect that they have on people. Now, I get it. Now, and some people are even going to be like, oh, this fucking dude can't fucking take it, this and that. No, this dude's pouring his heart out for his friend. You didn't know fucking Dime. You didn't know Vinny, and I guarantee you, if you're like, oh, yeah, I knew him, you knew him about this much compared to how much these dudes did. You know what I mean? Like if the man was standing here today, or if Vinny was standing here today, would he tell you? You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I remember him. I remember this and that. We used to hang out all day. Nah, but you can say it about these guys. They have a lot more pull in this situation than you do. As a fan, you have a lot. You have a lot of investment too. I get that. You know what I mean? Because without the fan, there isn't the music. You know what I'm saying? And this is just for the people that want to enjoy it. You ever see that meme where it's like a game sucks and everyone's having a blast and the guy's complaining and standing up and he's saying quit having fun? I mean that's basically you. Why would you do that? You know what I mean? Now here's what he says. He says, whether or not you hate the situation, why can't you find some sort of restraint? Which I agree with 100%. I've never seen more of it in my life than I've seen in these past couple of months of people judging. And like I said, sometimes Pantera fans can really fucking suck. Don't kill it for the people that do want to see it. You know what I mean? It's not Pantera. We know this, and it's kind of bugs me that like I said, if you had to deal with Pantera fans as a whole, they're elitist. A lot of them are. Dude, like I said, I'm one of the main ones. But like I said, I'll get a cheap fucking Dime knockoff guitar just because I want to sit in my little shack and have some fun. They'll shit on you. You know what I mean? You'll say that your favorite album's like pre-Cowboys from Hell. You know what I mean? Because you were into the glam shit. They'll shit on you. You know what I mean? Even bring up the glam days and they get fucking offensive. And I'm not going to say they because I am one of them. But I don't... It's just music. It's just what brought joy to your life. And these dudes are just trying to bring a little bit more. And wait, this one's gonna go long. Don't click off yet, because I got a whole theory I tried to explain in this last video, but I wasn't able to get it out. Right? So check this out. So okay, everybody's saying this thing's just a cash grab, right? This thing's just this big fucking money grab. They're all just after money, because Lord knows freaking Zach Wilde and the freaking drummer from Anthrax needs fucking money. Everyone's like freaking, oh no, freaking Phil needs money. Right? Do you think these dudes are broke? You really think these dudes are broke? You really think they're down on their luck being members of fucking Pantera? You really think they're broke? I don't. Anyways, get this, right? This is my Pantera conspiracy theory. Don't click off yet, because this is a good ass conspiracy theory. All right. So not that long ago, Dean Guitars, they done up and they shit the bed, right? Totally shit the bed. What did they do? They cut ties with Dime. The whole Dime estate. Cut ties altogether. Fucking stupid. You know what I mean? probably would have broke Dime's heart, and said some shitty things to Rita, did some shitty things. It's going back and forth. It's a horrible mess, right? So now we need to go somewhere else to get a fucking badass dime guitar, And from what I heard, you have to correct. Like, I really hate to be that guy, but call me up fucking below. Correct me if I'm wrong or not. But I think they have the rights to make the stealth, and I don't know. I think they can make this one right here because the offset will not this one. You know what I mean? But this type of shape, but with the offset headstock. You know what I'm saying? Like I think they can do something like that. Uh, um, uh, I'm pretty sure they should be able to make a culprit. I'll buy a fucking culprit type thing. Anyways, long story even longer. Don't click off yet. I'm telling you, this makes sense. All right, so lo and behold, fucking poor Rita and the rest of Dime's estate and Vinny's estate are like, fuck, dude, they just took away. One, they probably weren't paying him correctly. If I remember right, they weren't paying him correctly. And two, they just like totally took away bread and butter of Dime's like legacy. I mean, nobody cares how much money Rita, the surviving members of Pantera, like on Dime and Vinny's side are making. We don't care about that. But if I can buy a signature guitar, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? If I could buy something like a signature guitar, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And we don't. Those are now all gone. You know what I mean? Talk all the shit you want to about DH Gate. That's basically that's basically all you're gonna be able to do at this moment if you want something, or you're gonna have to pay tens of twenties, thirties, thousands of dollars. Do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Pantera fans are very elite, so you're not going to be able to pass off a fake one as a real one. You're not going to be able to undercut the price of one. You're not going to be able to freaking oversell one. You know what I mean? Like these dudes are on point as far as that goes, which is a little crazy, but I get it. I'm just as crazy too, but I more love the music. I love the celebration. I love whatever. I love more of the feeling instead of saying I've got 8,000 Washburns and I've seen him 80 times. And the dude waved to me once before he was passed away, and I seen his grave fucking 70 times. You know what I mean? I think we all do have. I'm more worried about the memories that were created. All right, you know what I mean? Maybe a little too much information, but I got laid freaking for the first time with Cowboys from Hell, just crank. You know what I mean? I can bring the chick on and freaking have her confirm it. You mean? Like if I ever found her, but yeah. Dude, back when I was just like fucking like 13 years old, you know what I mean? Dude, big part of my life is freaking Pantera. Now, like I said, I apologize for the TMI, but this ain't your grandmama's freaking YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? So, that's where I focus on, and don't click off yet, because I know this is a long story, dude. But check this out. Freaking so now we're there's nowhere for us to get any dime guitars. Dime guitars and Dean is done, and I don't blame him because that dude that took over is straight douche. You know what I mean? I've very I don't know how to explain that. Like I've talked to some dudes at Dean, but not on like a hey I'm cool with you kind of level. Just kind of like a being a nosy dude that asks questions, and one or two of the guys were polite enough to respond. Basically, you know what I mean? And that's what they're saying. They're not going to get into detail with me, but they're talking about how it's a douchey situation. Don't click off yet, dude. I'm telling you, don't fucking do it. Hold on. Here's my conspiracy theory, right? Freaking okay. Now we need to. Everybody's talking about who's going to make the dime guitars. Rita's like determined. You're still going to get some dime guitars. Don't trip. But if the main company's not doing it and Washburn Custom Shop is gone, right? Who's going to do it? You got to find someone that has the heart and soul to do it, right? So, okay, so Schecter, I think, is not a great idea. So Wild Audio, I don't, you know what I mean? Only because there's the only connection is Zach, right? Everybody's like, have Solar do it. And like I said, nothing but all kinds of love to freaking Ola England. I without, I look up to that dude. You know what I'm saying? That's just awesome the way he does his life. It's freaking cool. You know what I mean? But he never met Dime. Like, no offense, he got to hold some of his guitars, and that's, you know what I mean? That props to you, bro. You know what I mean? But the heart and soul's not there. You know what I mean? And I think he recognizes that. I think some of us do, some of us don't. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, a lot of these Pantera fans fucking die hard, dude. Not talking shit. But, I mean, come on, you are. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't the channel where we're going to bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, so what does that leave us? Who's gonna do it? What do you think? You're gonna have Jackson make fucking dimes? Fuck no, dude. So you got Dean Zielinski, right? Fucking, we'll talk about there's no better connection. There's no one else to do it. Am I right? I'm fucking right, dude. You know I'm right. So that's dope. That's cool. All right, but check this out. Like, have you ever built a guitar? Just building one. I need somebody again to sound like a freaking doofus. I need you to tell me in the comments, dude. How much did it cost you for wood to cut it, to fucking shape it, to make it? How much did it cost you to make one guitar, dude? Buying the wood, all that, right? Okay, long story, even longer, dude. Somebody's got to fund this fucking new guitar escapade so that Dean Z can make what he, you know what I mean? Make what he needs to make. Dude, uh, what's one of the most perfect ways to fund a freaking new guitar project? Dude, have Pantera, what's remaining of it, tribute with his buddies, throw on some shows, have a great time. They're great shows. Of course, Zach isn't fucking dime, so it sounds different, but at least we can be celebrate. It gives this. Check this out. It gives you an excuse to think of the dude. It gives you an excuse to be like, oh yeah, that was dope. You know what I mean? To refire them memories. You know what I'm saying? And why shit on that? You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. You know what I mean? But this is my conspiracy theory. You know what I'm saying? They're throwing these shows to get some money together to fund these guitars. So everybody who's bitching and complaining about that's not Pantera. I saw Pantera in '89 or whatever. You know what I mean? So fucking what? Who cares, dude? We want to see the celebration now. You know what I mean? And I mean, if you don't see me just making random comments about how I, as much as I want to go see it, you know what I mean? But but you're gonna fucking, it's almost like you're going against everything they sang about to begin with, But anyways, that's you. You do you. You know what I'm saying? But that's my conspiracy theory. They're freaking. They're funding this guitar thing. Watch, I guarantee you. So everybody that's bitching and complaining, I don't want to see you with the new Dean Z dime. I don't. I don't, because how do you think they're getting the money for it? You're gonna bitch, you're gonna cry, you're gonna complain, but they're gonna have some type of Washburn model come out. You're gonna be the first in line to try to pick it up and then resell it for 10 grand later on down the line or something. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. I kind of, it's, you got my fucking, you got my banana titties in a bunch because they're spinning wild because that just, you know what I mean? Just calm down, just relax. You know what I mean? Just let people enjoy themselves. You're not at a water park and just standing on the side of the water slides going, "Oh, this guy's an asshole. I can't believe he's going on that slide." That's what you sound like. You know what I mean? That you're like that dumb. You're standing outside the gates of fucking Disneyland going like, "Why would you want to go in there? That's stupid." Fucking Dumbo ride, really? You're gonna go on the Dumbo? So that's kind of what you sound like to the world. Anyways, it's really shitty that you're making this dude feel like this. And while all he's trying to do is just jam, and he worked his ass off for y'all. You know what I mean? And not even to be like, oh, I'm replacing Vinny. Nobody's replacing Vinny. End of story. We all know how Vinny felt. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, unless you were there in the room, your opinion don't mean jack shit. You know what I mean? That's the problem with the internet. It makes you think that your opinion does mean jack shit, but it really don't. And I'm not even like coming at a defensive for the band stance. I'm coming at a dude that would be standing next to you in a crowd telling you, "Look, dude, shut the fuck up." You know what I mean? Or trying to walk through that gate and you telling me something and I gotta tell you fucking walk on home. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? No, that's too cliche. I wouldn't say walk on home, but I would tell you get the fuck out of my face and leave me alone because I'm about to go fucking jam it up. You know what I mean? Dude, internet made y'all a bunch of pussies, dude. Not if it doesn't apply, don't apply, let it fly. But if that got your panties in a bunch, then like I said, like more than half the world's dumb as fuck, dude. And if you can't see that, I got some bad fucking news for you. So, anyways, we'll talk a little bit more about like what he's saying and what he's doing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like this is what kills me right here. He says right here, he spent a lot of time on Vinny's parts. More importantly, the tones that Vinny had. He wanted to sound like Pantera. For you, that's his thing. And his whole drum configuration, is totally different from Anthrax. Because he wanted to challenge himself to play those parts like Vinny played them, like his friend played them, like the dude he hung out with for freaking days, weeks, months at a time played him. Because that's how I'd want to do it if that was my bro and I was trying to freaking celebrate my bro's life. You don't know because you weren't there, but you know, this guy does. Anyway, but yet, people still have to find some problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if it don't make sense to you, you got some problems. So, you know, whether or not you're going to be around, you know, whether or not you're going to like this, you know, the iteration is not an iteration, it's more of a celebration. I'll put a link to this article. That's the one thing I forgot to do. I'll put, you know, a couple links. I'll put a link to this article in here so you can read it yourself. I'm just kind of running through it. But, you know, they're saying whether you like it or not, this tribute's going to be around for a little bit. You know what I mean? They've already completed a number of European success, you know, festivals, excuse me, despite fucking Germany, of all people, canceling them. They're like, whoa, whoa, you know what I mean? That's it. You fucking Germans, you're like, no, we ain't even going to take the chance. I get it, you know, I get it, but, you know, that's kind of a weak stance, you know what I mean? I mean, if this is my problem. If somebody fucks up, somebody fucks up, I get that. You fucked up. You know what I mean? All right, check this out. I'm not trying to bring this back to like some weird shit, but like, okay, say you fucked up and you're in like a prison system, right? What's gonna happen is they're gonna beat your ass and they're gonna be like, "Are you good? Good? All right." You know what I mean? As long as you don't do something horrible. You know what I mean? But you can do things where you just fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you get your ass handed to you, and then it's like, "Are we good? We're good." You know what I mean? So now the only reason I'm even bringing it to that is because a dude fucked up and he apologized. You know what I mean? He said, "Look, at first I wasn't even gonna apologize because you can only imagine you're at, you know, the Dime Bash for the very first time, and you have these diehard fucking Dimebag fans that just because of the media alone just fucking hate Phil, just hate him right off the bat. So you're telling me I'm so stupid that I gotta believe that there weren't people at least heckling him in the crowd? Come on, dude. You know what I mean? I was born at night, but it wasn't last night, dude. You know what I mean? So at first, dude, I even see his stance. Fuck him. I didn't want to apologize to them people. Fuck you. You don't like it, deal with it. But then everybody had to get on him, which y'all that you had a right to. You know what I mean? That I see. This is all coming from a dude from like the outside in. You know what I mean? So I get that. You know what I mean? That I really do. But because he did fuck up. You know what I mean? But the dude was man enough to, like, he didn't do like no apology tour like these YouTube dudes do. You know, he stood up and said, "Look, I apologize, and anybody that's got an issue, I'll stand up and I'll apologize." And he went on the biggest rant about how most of the people complaining about him were either hypocrites or fucking pussies. You know what I mean? You know, what happened to metal, guys? What happened to metal, dude? You know, I don't get it. So anyways, yeah, you know, it's going to be around for a little bit, even though some European countries have freaking, or, you know, places have, you know, canceled it, but it's already been freaking super successful, and they're getting ready to jump on some more shit with Metallica, which, you know, hopefully that'll get everybody pumped. Metallica will be a little more pumped, you know what I mean? I wish I had the cash to go see it, man, you know what I mean? But, you know, I'm probably going to have to miss it, but thank goodness for somebody that's going to be there with a smartphone, you know what I mean? So that's what I got to say about that is, come on, dudes. Yeah, lay off a bit, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'll put a link in here. You guys let me know. I hate to be that cheesy dude, but, like, you guys let me know how you feel. Anyone who comes across this video, anyone that comes across this video, I would love to know what your opinion is on it and how. All right, this is back on Metal Sucks. You know, I'm a news freak when it comes to metal because I'm always trying to see what's going on. Because, dude, I'm a music freak. That's how it gets down. You know what I mean? So this other article I wanted to talk about was Tim the Ripper Owens. Dude's awesome. You know what I mean? I always thought dude was awesome. Jugulator is like, dude, it's one of my favorite albums. I always hope for one day that either Rob's gonna like get a hold of Tim and tell him like, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna try to sing out Jugulator and see how it sounds," or there's something's gonna happen to where you know, Priest is around wherever Tim is, and they're gonna do Jugulator. Because, dude, that album rips, dude. I mean, they put extra effort in, just heavy on that album, and it's killer. Now, this is what this article's all about, though. It says no Phil, no Pantera. Tim Owens says he could step up if Anselmo were ever ousted from the Celebration tour, which he wouldn't be. Now, before we get into this, let's not get all harshed on freaking on Ripper, because he's not saying it. He's not putting it out there like that. People are asking him. and people are asking him, and that's his opinion. Like, yeah, I'd get up there and do it. I think if you did that, the power of it would just be freaking straight out the window. But that's just me. You know what I mean? But anyways, this is what he had to say. I'll link out the article so you can read all the dumb stuff. I'm just gonna read the quotes. You mean not dumb? You know what I mean? All right. It says so. Well, um, like, see, would he be up to the task of celebrating Pantera, like they're doing right now, which he thinks is fantastic. All the guys, Zach, Charlie. You couldn't have picked like two cooler guys to celebrate that. You know what I mean? And he's 100% right. You know what I mean? That's the right on. His thing is he would celebrate it. You know what I mean? You know, and he was saying, wait, let's get into the article just a little bit because they were asking him. He's done covers of Pantera's Walk. You know what I mean? He's done it. He's done a couple things that are Pantera-y like, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? And he says he nails styles like that. He loves Pantera. He loves that style, and he would for sure get up to celebrate the career of Pantera with those guys. Absolutely, it's never gonna happen. I'm not replacing anybody. I would just be celebrating it. Exactly. You know what I mean? He was more asked about it. It got brought up, and that's his opinion. What would be cool, which was how I think they should have done the thing to begin with, is, they should have had guests that were friends of Diamond Vinny throw in a couple things, help sing, freaking, do a couple solos. That would have been amazing. That would have been how I would have seen it as ideal. That would have been super cool. But I mean, they're doing it the way they're doing it, and like I said, that's awesome, dude. I'm into it. I'm really into it because being such a huge Pantera fan, you would think all of us would be like, dude, there's a little bit left. Yes, what I feel is the heart and soul is gone, but the spirit is stronger than ever. You know what I'm saying? That's enough for me. When they take all that time to celebrate Dime and Vinny, you know what I mean? That's enough for me. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the gist of this one. I just wanted to bring that up because, freaking him, Ripper Owens is just awesome, dude. I tell you later, it's so underrated to me. Maybe it's not underrated, but I don't hear nobody talking about the shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Anyways, there's one last thing I wanted to talk about, and then I might have an issue with YouTube again. I'm sorry about that. But all right, let's check out this last one right here. See what's up. All right, so this last one I want to talk about here is Lars saying that the reunion Pantera, not reunion celebration, I'm not going to call it a reunion, is a good thing, and it'll be fun to have them out. Which is kind of cool. Like I said, I think we all kind of give Lars a little bit of gruff. You know what I mean? But you gotta admit he is a pretty smart dude. You know what I mean? And so let's hear what he says about it. Like I said, I'll put the articles in there. You can read the article parts. I'm just kind of going over the quotes. And what he's saying about this deal is that he thinks that the idea that they're out there celebrating the music and the magic of Pantera is, I know there's been a lot of talk in the community, whether to support it or not, but he's the type of person, if Glenn Hughes wanted to go out and do Deep Purple set, he'd support that. That's what I'm saying. I'd be the same way, you know what I'm saying? And he's always in favor for people following their musical and creative ambitions. So this Pantera celebration, he thinks, is good. And obviously having Charlie up there is great. I saw a video of them, of the Mexico shows, that felt like they were in the pocket. You know what I mean? It'll be fun to have them out there. Now, I have to admit, that's going to be a freaking awesome experience. Especially for us old crusty dudes, a Pantera celebration and Metallica up there getting it, you know what I mean? Dude, that's going to be freaking awesome. You know what I mean? It's going to be cool, and then let me see. I want to see what they say a little bit about the article because I read it once, and let me see. It it's always about this. See, metal fans are up in arms saying that this isn't Pantera without the other Abbott brothers. It's not a reunion, and it's not. I get that. We get that. It's not. You know what I mean? It's really not, dude. What are you gonna do? It's like I don't know. It's like you're shitting on everything that they sang about. I don't know. I'm gonna stop reading the article right there. Let you guys read it. You know what I mean? It kind of had even made me pause and everything. That's just a no bueno for me. So we're gonna move on as far as saying that the short and the long of it. Freaking Lars is stoked that to be out there doing this with him. We're stoked. I'm stoked to go at least see it. You know what I mean? So there's that. All right, y'all. Wanted to do another quick little shout out to another smaller end YouTube guitar dude. Because we are like jokingly, I call this the practice amp because you got them big wigs, and then you got us down here that just want to have fun. This guy's got some great videos. You know what I mean? He's got some great guitars. This dude's cool as shit. I mean, super cool. I'm not gonna really click on none of the videos. I'm gonna go ahead and let you do that just so he can get a little bit of So you just go watch his videos, man. They're freaking awesome, dude. Watch his guitars. He's a funny dude too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, go over there and sub to this dude and check out some of these axes. You know what I mean? And I mean, the dude would sub to you. You know what I'm saying? Is a really cool guy. So like I said, I'm not gonna click on none of the videos this time, but I really wanted you to see this guy. This is a Walmart Cowboy 69. You know what I mean? I'm always gonna I don't care. Every video I do that's just one of these discussion videos, I'm always gonna shout out. I don't care if I became like the biggest YouTube on here. Like all these YouTube dudes are always running out of ideas and this and that. Dude, I seen just today the same at two videos of the same thing. I freaking bought this $8, $7 freaking super hot 7-rail fucking pickup from AliExpress. Let's see what it sounds like. Dude, watch some of these dudes that aren't trying to just do this for the money. That are in it for they want to show you their axes because they collect something cool and they want to show it off, or they learn how to play a sick solo and they want to show you. Oh man, watch these dudes that still got heart in this. You know what I mean? I mean, still watch your favorite YouTube guy. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? But yeah, you gotta show some love to these dudes no matter what. You know what I mean? And so right there, Walmart Cowboy 69. As you can tell, he's got some amazing guitars, dude. So you really need to check it out. You know what I'm saying? And that brings me to another thing. All right, I do have one thing that's really bothering me about YouTube, man. Is there's no heart and soul in it anymore, dude. It's all about money. It's horrible, man. I would love to see YouTube just stop paying people. Just quit paying them altogether. Because, dude, I am so freaking sick. Dude, just today, I seen the same video twice. Two different YouTube people. They're like, oh, I bought this $7 pickup from AliExpress, and it's got all these rails. And I swear to God, in both videos, they compared it to, of course, the Bill Lawrence. You know what I mean? Why? Because Bill Lawrence has rails. The fuck, dude? You know what I mean? And both times, I'm like, dude, it was just as boring as the first video I seen do it. Like, come on, man. Jam something cool. Let's talk about some new shit. Everybody stays in line because if you don't, YouTube won't fucking pay you. I miss the days. Where it was like I said, even before YouTube, we were rocking the shit with the freaking, like I said, that big huge camcorder that was a camera on top and a VCR on the bottom. You know what I mean? And we were having fun back then. When YouTube first came out, it was so cool. So people wanted to entertain you. They wanted to learn how to edit. They wanted to freaking make something funny. They wanted to make something amazing. I get, to the normal average Joe, watching someone just play through on a cover ain't gonna get no views because you ain't got no great ass or bouncing titties or fucking, you know what I mean? Your OnlyFans ain't fucking free for a month or whatever the fuck, however the fuck all that shit goes. You know what I mean? Like the heart and soul is gone, man. It's super gone and it's annoying. That's why I even started making these channels so I could fucking get up here and, I wanted to talk about stuff that I ain't even seeing on here. You know what I mean? Like yeah, people are jumping into the news thing too, and the bigger channels and whatever, but they're gonna do that shit. They're gonna do that shit so fucking boring and mundane. You know what I mean? And they're gonna be like, yeah, fucking what do you guys think about this and that and here and there, this and that? I'm gonna tell you how I think. And I curse like a sailor. I apologize, but I do, and it's just people will sacrifice that just so they can get that paycheck, and I get it. But all I'm saying is it's getting fucking boring, super boring. So with that, I'm getting a little tired. I'm gonna go hang out, maybe play me some Breath of the Wild, so that when I can get the new Zelda game, I'll be up to par. It's annoying as shit because I just started a whole new game over again, and Goddamn. You know what I mean? So anyways, I love y'all. You guys are the coolest. Thank you again for the people that fucking like this thing and sub to this thing. Holy shit, dude. And like I said, I've said it a million times. I'm gonna say it again. I don't give a shit if you like. I don't give a shit if you subscribe. You ain't got to do none of that. You don't. You know what I mean? But if you had a bit of entertainment, or if I enlightened you on some stuff you didn't know about previous, then I'm glad I could help. You know what I mean? So with that, be good or be good at it. We'll see you the next round.